I'm really tired of people who think that everyone should hold completely different standards for different presidents. So now that we have Trump, well, we should hold a whole new set of standards. We should just lower the bar really, really far, and then judge the president on that lower bar. No, it doesn't work that way. Okay? Stop trying to gaslight people who have a problem with the things that Trump says and does and what his policies have been and the people that he puts in his cabinet. Think about how Republicans treated Obama for 8 years. Scrutinized the smallest of phrases. Made fun of a tan suit. Called him a Kenyan Muslim. Said he was a communist. Said he wasn't tough enough on terrorism, even though he turned out to be a warmonger. They never complained about him being a warmonger. They never complained about him for things that actually made any sense. It was all the crazy bullshit. With Trump, someone can say, look at this tweet he just did, and it's all Trump derangement syndrome. Ha ha. No, man, it doesn't work that way. You don't get to suddenly change the standards for what a president is and then judge everyone who doesn't lower the bar for what a president should be. Okay? It doesn't work that way. Okay, I'm going to be honest. When I see footage of a Trump supporter or one of these patriot prayer people screaming at the top of their lungs that it's one nation under God, when I see them gloating about Trump, I gotta say, I don't dislike it when I see footage of those people getting beat up. I laugh, I smile, I enjoy it. Because it's just like watching, God, I can't remember what his name is, on The Simpsons. Ha ha! It'd be like seeing a real life person saying ha ha and immediately just bam! You know? Enjoyable. Very, very enjoyable. Is it right? No! No, it isn't right. But it's human. So I'm just kind of wondering, why do some people want to egg on the violence as much as possible, and then when people get violent, they suddenly play victim? You know? I'm trying to remember what her name is now. Well, there's several of them. Several of the right-wingers with the extra bleach blonde, straight hair. Well, there's Tommy Lauren, and then there's the other person, the other person that looks like a bimbo. What's her name? And I was hoping I would just, yeah, well, where she'll do the same type of thing, and I'm the victim. No, you went there on purpose to try to push as many buttons as you could, and then when someone reacted, look at me. You know, sorry. And a lot of the anger that some people have is toward the uprising of the alt-right. And the line between Trump supporters and the alt-right is becoming more and more blurry all the time. As I've stated many times, the messages that are in Bob Whitaker's mantra, that whole, the white supremacist mantra, 5 and more years ago, when people tried to post that, it was deleted immediately sometimes, and sometimes the accounts got terminated. That shit wasn't allowed 5 years ago and before. And then people found new ways of paraphrasing different little parts of it. And until we have, where we're at now, where it's said almost regularly, and yet the people who are saying it are claiming that they're being censored more than ever. But it's the same message. They're pushing the same messages as Bob Whitaker's mantra. Well, I don't have this one line from it. I don't believe in this one line from it. Oh, congratulations, you don't believe in that one line from it. You're saying everything else from it. And so we got the Trump supporters, and then we've got this alt-right that keeps getting bigger, that we don't know how to stop. That kind of mindset, it's very hard to come up with a quick, concise argument against it. You have to go into something really long and drawn out. And by the time that you have an answer, they've already recruited more people. When I say recruited, they've gotten someone to look at part of the Bob Whitaker's mantra, or some way that it's paraphrased. They've gotten someone to look at one of the lines from it and go, oh. And then they've got him hooked. All over the fucking place on this platform, and all over the place at rallies. Some of these same mindsets are being pushed forth, and then you wonder why people are confusing Trump supporters with alt-righters. The lines are getting blurred. Nevertheless, violence isn't the right answer, but it is human. Stop egging on the violence and then going, oh, when someone actually becomes violent. Don't egg on the violence and then play victim later.